Okay, let's find that secret mechanism for opening the forbidden chamber. Oh, this is so exciting. I can't wait to see how it works. But do you really think the killer entered the forbidden chamber? We'll just have to open it to find out. We should also see if there were any way the killer could have hidden this room. Okay, let's get started. Aperture, Apollo, apere! There really is no escaping here through the air duct. And here we went through all the trouble bringing a ladder to check it out. It's not a ladder, Apollo. It's a step ladder. What's the difference? They both have the word ladder in them. What's the difference? Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors to decide who's right. You're way too competitive. It's not even related to the original issue either. Still no keyhole, huh? Yeah, and the door won't budge. It's like those spiky bangs of yours. Well, all it takes is some water, but I don't think that would work on the door. Oh, I know. I'll break it down with a body slam. Ha, ha, ha. I said that you could do it. How do you know if I haven't even tried? No, wait, don't. Much as you hate losing, Athena, I think the door would win this match. Maybe the killer hid under this table. That'd be a terrible hiding place. The Aardman's body would have been right above. Maybe you're right. Guess the underside is a bit. Wait, there's something under the table. Let's check it out. Hey, look! There's something down there. Here. Looks like a piece of something. Only question is, a piece of what? Oh, I know! It might be a piece of the statue. Remember what Jinxie said? The statue originally depicted two yokai holding up a cup. It was a symbol of goodwill. So this piece broke off and rolled under the table? Carving of the nine-tailed fox over the door and statues of him on either side. The way those two statues are standing, it's like they're guarding the door from us. Come to think of it, there are two foxes on the photo screen as well. Can't be a coincidence, can it? Hey, the statue moves! Don't get carried away now. I mean, who knows? It might trigger a trap. I can handle it. If a spell comes shooting my way, I'll snatch it out of the air. After all, I have the reflexes of a regular karate kid. I guess if you can catch something that fast out of midair, you can accomplish anything. Still, there might be something to the fact that these fox statues rotate. Maybe there's something around here that shows the positions they should be in. Two foxes stand back to back, or they're put on this elegant folding screen. Does this have something to do with the keyhole? Wait a minute. Two foxes. Two fox statues in front of the forbidden chamber as well. Maybe the keyhole will appear if we do something to this folding screen. I don't see anything unusual about it. Well, it does have two foxes on it, and there are two fox statues in front of the door. Maybe there's a clue somewhere in this room. Let's turn the whole place upside down. She's as excited as a kid in a candy store. Well, I can't think of anywhere else to look. You find anything, Apollo? I'll find the keyhole to the forbidden chamber at this rate. There's something about that folding screen. You know how those fox statues in front of the forbidden chamber move? The screen might be a clue as to how we're supposed to position them or something. Hey, I bet you're right. Let's go with that screen with a fine-tooth comb. Let's see on this side. Let's go check the other side. Close inspection. I think there's more to this screen than meets the eye. Let's check every last inch of it. I can look at the loading screen if I just walk around. If I spot anything of interest, I can inspect it further. You can also get closer to it if you wanted better luck. Let's check every inch of it. What's this? Looks like a keyhole or something. Maybe the keyhole to the forbidden chamber? No, it's just a picture. So, you know what they say? A picture's worth 1,000 words. It's a picture of a key. It looks awfully familiar. Oh, I know. It's shaped like the Forbidden Chamber's key. Wait, what about that keyhole drawn on the center of the screen? Think the two are related? Key and a keyhole. Ooh, I just got an idea. If we fold the screen up just right, the key and keyhole should overlap. Hey, I think you're right. Let's give it a try. Look! A door! Yeah, and it's open too. Two foxes are now facing each other, so... Hey, what if we made the fox statues face each other? Apollo, let's go check out those two statues. Okay, help me move the two statues so they face each other, just like on the screen. Look! A lock appeared. Now we can use that key. Okay, yeah, there's nothing. It worked. Time to see why this chamber is so forbidden. What secrets could it hold, I wonder? These doors need some serious oil. Ah, that was like nails on a chalkboard. Alright, forgot about those super good ears of yours. Look, more feathers. Ah! The heck is that? Is that a Tamato statue? There's something odd about it. All I know is I don't like it, but I can't explain why. You okay, Athena? You look kind of pale. You're not scared, are you? What? And this thing, don't make me laugh. Really? Hey, look. What? What is it? Over there on the left. There's a bunch of staves on that rack. Stabs? Kind of look like the stuff we saw earlier. You mean the one Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro carrying? Yeah, bet our Temachoro impersonator really did come in here at some point. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's search the place. What's this? Whatever it is, the packaging is really gaudy. The fact that there's no dust on it means it hasn't been here very long. Oh, it's hand cream. Let's see what brand it is. Is this Labelle? Labelle? What the? Then, would that mean Mr. Labelle was here? I guess so. But why? Well, whoever was dressed up like Temachoro must have taken a staff from here in the Forbidden Chamber. And that same person probably dropped this hand cream at that time. In other words, the Temachoro impersonator we're looking for is none other than Florent Labelle. This might be a big break for us in court tomorrow. Now all we have to do is get the truth out of Mayor Tenma. Whoa, it's one big statue. Must be something like 15 feet tall. And look, this Temachoro has a staff. The Temachoro in the scroll didn't have one. I wonder why. I feel like this could be significant, but why? Let's take a closer look. Let's go around this table here. Apollo, are you sure that's a good idea? Hey, looks like there's some sort of compartment in the base of the statue. Don't open it. Who knows what might be in there? It's just a big empty compartment. All the dust and cobwebs. That's it hadn't been opened in a really long time. That's enough, Apollo. Let's shut it out. Wait, there's something in here. Looks like some sort of figure, but it's so dusty I can't tell what it's supposed to be. Wonder what it's doing here. Looks like an old scroll, and there's something drawn on it. Unless I'm mistaken, it looks like an old guy. Some sort of monk, maybe. Monk? What are you talking about? You know, people that take walks in the mountains as a form of spiritual training. Wouldn't there just be a hiker? The guy in this picture doesn't look like he's doing this for fun, Athena. Oh, look! There's some yellow thing strapped to his back. Oh, it's turning into Temachoro. What's this scroll getting at? Is this how Temachoro was born? Well, whatever it is, it's definitely creepy. Hey, there's a bunch of staffs here. It looks like one's missing. Temachoro Jinxie Star must have taken it. I have to agree. These look like the one Detective Fulbright showed us. Why do you think there are so many here? Maybe they're spares? Temachoro might be, you know, absent-minded or something. The fact that he has spare staffs handy, well, it shows that he's aware of his faults and is trying to deal with them. Or at least that's my take on it. We just will remind her to deal with her own faults. I won't hold my breath. Oh, look! There's an air vent here, too. Guess even forbidden chambers need proper ventilation. I don't know anyone who could reach this one either. Yeah, and there's nothing to stand on around here. Wonder where this vent leads. Well, the Fox Chambers vent didn't reach this way, so maybe it doesn't even have anything to do with this case after all. Guess that about wraps it up. What now? We should probably talk to some of the witnesses again. You mean like Mr. Phelps and Zinxie? Yeah, I really want to ask Mr. Phelps about the village superstitions at Temataro. It's the ghost of Temataro. You outsiders are ignoring them superstitions at our peril. Mind your own business, will ya? Ah! What's all this about a curse? Temato's gonna curse us all unless you stop sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Stop the investigation. Listen to what them superstitions say. Why? How about obeying the law before you go obeying the superstitions? Huh? Hey, what are you doing with Richard around your neck? He's mine! You know better than going around stealing people's stuff like that. The same goes for my bracelet. Sorry, I promise I won't do it again. You almost kidnapped my sweet little widget. That big jock! I'm sorry. You can't teach an old raccoon dog new tricks. As long as we have him here, I guess we should ask him about what happened. Can't believe you did that! It's one thing to steal a pair of shoes, but to steal a widget? Mostly. I can't seem to control myself. It's that demon blood running in my veins. Demon blood? What's that supposed to mean? Glad you asked. The infamous bandit Azuki Kozo was my grandpapa. Take a gander at this. What exactly am I looking at? Looks like another one of those yokai to me. As an other than these, Zaki Konzo, robbed from the wits to give to the poor, he did. And he leave one of these figures at the scene of the crime. What's more, I'm his grandson because he was my grandpapa. Wow, you don't say. Thief's honor, it's the honest truth. The sloshing sound of Azuki beans scrapping together in the dead of night. It's the magical sound of dirty money getting washed clean for giving out to the poor. Azuki Kozo walks away, giver out of wealth reborn. You got the money. You should be washing yourself of this nasty habit. Wait a second. This figure looks familiar. Yes, looks like that old dusty figure we found in the Forbidden Chamber. Hey! What are you doing with that there figure? Oh, this? We found it in the Forbidden Chamber. Looks like it's been there practically forever. My grandpa broke into the Forbidden Chamber way back. Hey, that reminds me. He wants some of this treasure in that there chamber. Treasure? What do you know about the treasure in the Forbidden Chamber? Oh, that's the greatest get-rich-quick chance in the universe. Yeah, Papa told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there. There's something amazing in there. Didn't see anything like that, though. Grandpa didn't by chance already steal it, did he? Seeing here there was one of his old figures in there, that just might be. I have Grandpapa for you. He watched that the treasure up real good before he had to get out to the pond. Oh, of course, because he was so righteous. You must have seen Temachoro in the scene of the crime. Sorry, I didn't come clean right away, but them superstitions got the better of me. The people of Ninetales Vale sort of seem like a superstitious bunch. I'm not surprised you wouldn't want to talk about seeing Temachoro. Oh, I'm right. Them superstitions scare me out of my wits, I tell you. That's why I'm gonna do exactly what they say from now on. So you plan on staying here in Ninetales Vale? Yep, you gotta keep living right here and keep with the old ways, just like Grandpapa did. The superstitions are like a rule book to me. Wait, so you're saying you actually believe in those old wives' tales? And you've been listening to what I said? You're gonna do exactly what them superstitions say. Well, I say that's baloney.
Take that!
It's clearly written here, ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. So according to this, you shouldn't even be here, let alone talking with us. You said you plan on staying right here in Ninetales Vale. If you really believe in the superstitions, you would have been long gone by now. I know you've been lying to me. Time to come clean, Mr. Phelps. You were lying about believing in the superstitions, weren't you? But I didn't have no choice. So what was the real reason why you couldn't talk about seeing Temachoro? It's all that pretty boy's fault, Mr. LaBelle, if you know what I mean. He told me not to say a word about seeing Temachoro. So if I did, it'd do to me what the superstitions said would happen. So it's Mr. LaBelle who muzzled you. Why would Mr. LaBelle want to scare you into silence? Mr. LaBelle was trying to protect that little maid gal. It was on account of that rumor, the one about her being possessed. That rumor again. I guess we really do have to talk to Mayor Tenma about the possession rumor. Ouch! Hey, watch it! I've been taking this back now. Kinda like family to me. You could have just asked instead of stealing it! Is that all we wanted to ask Mr. Felch? Yeah, I think that was it. Let's go see Mr. Temachoro one more time. Just thinking about dealing with that yokai again makes me want to say pass. Lord Tenma, your attorneys are here to see you, your malevolence. Why are you speaking like that? Oh, Tenma, you've returned. Yes, well, it seems he came by earlier to apply a new charm to my head. It seems to be suppressing the demon within me. That's a relief. Maybe we'll actually get somewhere this time. So, what can I do for you today? I'd like to ask about the rumor that Jinxie's possessed. See, there's enough to yokai evidence at the scene while under a demon's power. At least that's what the prosecution is going to claim at tomorrow's trial. Ha! No match is this warning charm for me. The charm! Temachoro's back! Because they shall regret blaming that child for my doings. I blew it. That question's brought that yokai back. Hey, he probably won't drop the act until Jinx's name is cleared either. like to ask you about something your aide, Flaunt LaBelle, mentioned. You know Jinxie is rumored to be possessed? I know not of what you ask. Speak. You're not trying to protect Jinxie, are you? I, Turnabout, Demon Lord of the Yokai, protect a mere mortal. Ka. No affections do I possess for your race of humans. Please, we already proved there was a third party disguised as a yokai at the scene. But if you deny that, tomorrow we'll never be able to clear Mayor Tenma's name. I have already told you, I know not of what you speak. I don't think we're getting anything more out of him. It's all over unless we can somehow prove that Jinxie didn't plant that yokai evidence. Hey, Apollo, I think I got this one. I think I can prove that she didn't do it. Really? Saw it. I used to be able to use psychology to explain that whole possession thing. Knock yourself out then. Wow, Athena's really something. You can really count on her when it counts. No, Tenma, Jinxie isn't possessed. I believe her so-called possessed episodes are a form of somnambulism. Somnambulism? You mean sleepwalking? Yes. I believe she's exhibiting a rare form of this disorder. It's usually brought on by repressed stress. Mr. Mayor, didn't her symptoms start after she began her job in Ninetale Vale? When the child visited last, she did speak of dreading yokai and how they robbed her of sleep each night. I knew it! That lack of sleep is causing her to enter an unconscious state. That means he can't be trying to protect you, at least not on a conscious level. So then the temperature that was spotted at the mayor wasn't Jinxie. Sleepwalking. That would indeed explain the matter. Look, Tematuro's spirit. It's left the mayor's body. Can you tell us the truth now, Mayor Tenma? Very well. It's the least I could do for a suburb exorcist such as you. But Tenma, you didn't leave those furs in Chester Scene, did you? I did not. Neither I nor Jinxie have anything to do with that. That was the killer's doing, no doubt. I knew it. You suspect Flaunt is behind all of this. But why? Did he really want Ninetale Vale that badly? Can you think of any reason why? Looking back, he did seem fixated on Tamaturo for a spell. Ugh, could it be? Perhaps he was attempting to release Tamaturo. That's crazy. Are you saying that yokai is real? Whatever the case, Tamaturo brings nothing but pain and misfortune. Yet as the superstitions warn, you must not gaze upon him, nor free him from his prison. But how can people actually believe that? Well, at least we know who's behind this whole Tamaturo thing now. Yeah, and I think we need to have another nice long chat with Mr. LaBelle. Dinner's ready, your malevolence. An offering to the Demon King. You may place it right there. The Kitten Crew put their heart and soul into making it. Did they now? So, this happens to be a favorite of mine. Just hold the hearts next time. Caw, 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 caw. Yes, your malevolence. I'll remember that. How long is he planning to keep up this yokai charade? So odd. Well, we've already talked to Mr. Phillips and Mayor Tenma, so why don't we go see Florence and LaBelle next? That we know the truth. She won't be able to claim that the Tenma Charge was Jinxie or the Mayor anymore. But the real question is, how are we going to get him to admit it was him? Okay, now let's practice that again, Filthy, from the top. Mr. LaBelle was in the fire at the time of the crime. And when we, heard a scream, what was the next part again? Ah! You have the memory capacity of a flea. This is the 30th time, you know? Now, 100 times more and we're done. Where on earth are they practicing? Oh, I ain't cut out for this. Daisy! Ooh! Oh, there you go, Miss Vanessa. It's all the ah! Unbelievable! What if you had sullied my utterance with those globby paws of yours? Did Phillips LaBelle's wallet just now? So, what do you think they're up to this time, Apollo? Hmm? Oh, it's you two. Leaves dropping on me? Pfft, you peasants are so tacky. Well, what do you want with me? Your confession to being the Tenma Toro imposter would be nice right about now. Mr. Phillips filled me in on a conversation you two had. About how you told him not to say a word about seeing Tenma Toro. Fifty, you fool! I told you nothing good would come of you running your mouth. So why did you want to keep Mr. Phillips quiet like that, Mr. LaBelle? To protect the darling little Jinxie, of course. But Jinxie was never really possessed. She was sleepwalking. Being asleep at the time, she couldn't have been constantly trying to protect the mayor. That also means she couldn't have possibly been Tenma Toro. Interesting. But where are you going with this? Since you asked so politely, I believe you had a different reason for trying to keep Mr. Phillips quiet. It was your reason to reflect that upon from the one who was really Tenma Toro. Now this is getting interesting. Are you insinuating that I'm Tenma Toro? So sorry to disappoint, but I'm nothing of the sort. That's right, Mr. LaBelle even told me Tenma Toro was I said Tenma Toro was Jinxie, you fool! Honestly, you have the memory capacity of a flea. Practice it 100 times more! So, have you been called to testify tomorrow? Yes, and I'm so looking forward to my courtroom debut. But you just have to wait until then. Well, I'll be waiting with a special piece of evidence I've been saving just for you. Lucy, wake up, you lazy bones! What? Was I sleeping? Must have been that sweet cologne of yours, Mr. LaBelle. I remember I'd sleep you dead. Well, it's time for your lesson on what to do and say tomorrow. Oh, I'm begging you, not another lesson. I ain't get out of this thinking and remembering stuff. I have to snooze. Keep quiet and do exactly as I say. Oh, please. Anything but another lesson. There they go. Missed our chance to get the truth out of him. Yeah, but we'll get the proof we need in court tomorrow one way or another. All that's left now is that lie Jinxie told. We're gonna go clear that up before tomorrow. You think they've done questioning Jinxie? Maybe. Let's see if she's over on Yokai Lane stopping for more charms. Of course, nine-tailed fox, the time for saying the score is nigh. My grudge has but festered over time, at last vengeance will be mine. She must be possessed, sleepwalking again. Maybe if I speak softly, I won't startle her and get a charm plastered on my forehead. Psst, Jinxie. Huh? Oh, hello, Mr. Demon Lawyer. My charms must have fallen off again. Phew. Guess I can avoid a charm stop by turning down my cords of steel. Are they done questing you, Jinxie? Uh-huh. And on the way back, I stopped here to buy a new charm that was just released. Yeah? Which one? Donuts and nine-tailed fox and temperature. It shows them dancing together. Really? Two bitter rivals dancing together. It's a time for rebuilding a bunch of bridges. Alright, for the marsupial mojo issue. No, it's with the demon lawyer and the insomniac prosecutor. I stopped you two from fighting like you did in court this morning. They weren't fighting, it was just a spirited debate. It's what we lawyers. No fighting. Tom slapped again. Apollo, if you're done playing around, let's find out what he was lying about. Jinxie, it seems like you're starting to remember things. You already said the feathers and tracks weren't there when you discovered the crime. Have you remembered anything else that seems important? Like what? Tell us what you saw that day. Maybe you'll remember something else this time. When I opened the door, Papa and Alderman Kubai were collapsed in the fox chamber. That's when Papa told me to call an ambulance and the police. That's all he said before he passed out in the chair. I knew it. She's holding something back. Gotcha! You were very nervous when you said that's all he said, weren't you? I know because I saw your fingers move as if you were going to slap someone with a charm. Listen to me, Jinxie. This is very important. Did Mayor Temma say anything else to you? It was nothing. He was just talking in his sleep. Talking in his sleep? So you admit that he did say something else? How could you tell? Only a demon could have such powers. Like I said, he was talking in his sleep. I mean, why else would Papa say something like that? Could you be a little bit more specific? Before he fainted, he said, "Forgive me, Jinxie. I killed Alderman Kubai." He said what? The mayor actually confess to the crime? But he didn't mean it. He couldn't possibly have known what he was saying. He was probably possessed, or maybe he was in the middle of a nightmare. Nightmare? No, this is a nightmare. This is one statement I wish I'd never heard. What in the world are we going to do now? Return to the basics? That's right. Always believe in your client, no matter what happens. This is our lawyer's greatest and most trusted weapon. Right. Just believe in my client, even if all I can see ahead is darkness and despair. Jinxie, does Prosecutor Blackcoat know about your father's confession? I didn't mention it when he was questioning me. I mean, there's no way Papa's the killer. Why would the male confess like that? Could he really have been dreaming, or simply delirious? Who knows? I still feel like I'm in a living nightmare right now. Apollo, what are we going to do about tomorrow's trial? The crime scene was locked tight until Jinxie arrived, and our clients even confessed. Not only that, Jinxie has been accused of planting the yokai evidence. Both the mayor and Jinxie are going to prison if we don't do something. I know. Let's see here. The lack of a third party in that locked room is a major problem. Jinxie has testified that when she first opened the door, Ottoman Kubai and Mayor Temma were the only people she saw in the Fox chamber. But the real killer must have been hiding in there as well. Saying the room was locked tight, that's the only logical explanation. Our mysteries person must have fled the Fox chamber when it was open. And that's when Jinxie saw what she thought was Temma Toro. But Papa and Dylan are the only people there. I didn't see anyone else. What's going on here? The bear is extremely pale, but he's far from transparent. So just how did he hide himself at the scene of the crime? Whatever it takes in court tomorrow, Apollo. We have to take down the dirty, rotten Tenraturo Florence LaBelle. Right. We'll get it with a legal exorcism. Justice style.